Well,
And
before we get to Justin, I wanted the mayor, in his defense, he says that there are concerns about sanitary sewage. What's your response?
sure, yeah. So as part of this, we had to do I shouldn't say we had to do, the city, Village of Frankfort originally tried to get us to pay for a study on their water system, about 5 or 6 of the basins that includes what would be the Gardens of Frankfort development. As part of that study, we learned that there's issues with the sanitary sewer. There's overflow from the sanitary into the water system when there's hard rains. If there's a 50-year rain, we're going to be looking at 4 or 5 full basins of their water system with water leaking into the basements of all the Frankfort residents there. And it's not the type of water you want in your basement. It's coming from the sewage system. So he's claiming that, but on the same time, over the last 4 years, he's been giving out permits for every other development that he thinks is appropriate up and down those water basins. So it's a discrimination case against us. When we went in, this is clearly commanded by the court. We've already won our rights to the zoning. And the mayor's comment to us is, I'm not an impediment. After 4 years of being told that all we have to do is go through the process and, don't worry, as long as you do this by Frankfort standard, it'll be okay. He's, in a meeting in December, he told me, which I kind of took as an FU, he said, well, I'm not an impediment. Go get your water from Aqua, which is in Moni, 5.5 miles away. So what he was saying is, go ahead and build 30,000 foot of linear pipe, and you can do this small development here.
Well, is this affordable housing? Is it needed right now in the area?
Yeah, so, in Frankfort, we have a housing shortage, and it's a problem. People that want to move within the village don't have the opportunity if they want handicap accessible housing. If they have a 2-story house that might cost 30 or 40 grand to put in all of the necessary things to make it feasible for somebody that's elderly or that has some mobility problems. This is a great solution for that. My great uncle Lloyd, war veteran, or he's a veteran, he lives there, and that's the profile of the people that live in the Gateway community. This would be kind of viewed as an extension of that with the same quality or better quality. So we really think it's a benefit for the village. On top of that, it would prevent subsidized housing in the future that does qualify under that bucket. So these would be, Frankfort residents, 55 and up, that would open up 160 homes for what would be young families to move into. Right now it's expensive to buy a home in Frankfort. And maybe Justin can talk about this because he's got daughters that are coming up to this age that are trying to buy homes. But the cheapest house you can get is near $500,000, and a lot of these are very old. So that comes with maybe $100,000 if you don't want a $20,000 maintenance cost to keep your house up because you got to put a new roof on and do all the things that come with owning a home that was built 80 years ago or 100 years ago. So that's the scenario. And